Hi there, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Today we're going to be painting on things. I want to make more room decor for my bedroom. I don't need more, you can probably tell from my background. I want more, specifically wall decor, even though my walls are sufficiently filled. In my last video, I literally just put more stuff on my walls. Wait, no. Like 2 weeks ago, I literally just put more stuff on my walls. I was gonna say I have an excuse, but I don't think that I do. But I kind of do. I have all this stuff that is meant to go on your wall, except for this one, but we'll address that later. These things go on your wall. Specifically this, because it's been staring me in the face for like 6 months, being plain and unpainted. You're balancing on a trash can. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I was just gonna paint it black and do like little colorful stars, but I don't know. And then I have this circle. It's a canvas, but it's a circle. I have a plan for this. Have you seen on Pinterest those like SpongeBob portholes? That's the entire reason I bought this canvas, and I just haven't done it for so long. And then this thing is a cutting board. I think it's from Target from 2023 or something. I don't know why it's copyrighted. Can you copyright a freaking wooden heart that might not even be real wood? I think it's a cutting board or charcuterie board. Remember when I was a trend to like have cute charcuterie boards? I think that's what this is. I don't know what to do with it. Why is my candle burning like on one side? We're gonna figure out how to hang this. I might do a string, but I want this out because it's like Valentine's Day soon. So I'm gonna start with one of these things. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping because this intro is probably like 4 minutes long. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to be starting with the blank E, like I said in the intro. I had to take the sticker off first and it literally wouldn't come off. Like this little plastic part came off, but the actual sticker did not come off. It was so difficult and I could barely get it off. It was so annoying. I literally just gave up. I didn't even end up taking it off. Okay, so I'm starting with a layer of black paint because I told you my plan in the intro, but it's literally so satisfying painting with black paint because it's like so opaque and it barely needs any more coats than just one coat. Okay, and I'm doing a second coat, even though I just said that it only needs one coat, but just to make sure, because the material under the black paint was kind of like shiny and it didn't really like to stick to the paint. I should have sanded it, honestly, but I just didn't feel like it. Okay, so I'm going to be using these Artex acrylic paint markers for this. I picked out a rainbow of colors to add little colorful stars everywhere, and these markers are really nice. I really like them on paper, but on this they were kind of weird and the texture kind of went all weird. Like the paint kind of separated over the black normal acrylic paint and it was really strange, and when I tried to layer it, it did end up cracking. So ultimately I just decided to redo everything. I love redoing things. So I am painting it all black again and we are just going to start completely over. So I did do this off camera, but I added another layer of rainbow stars and confetti this time, and I decided that I just hate it, so I'm painting it white. Okay, so we're back to square one, and I decided this time that I'm just going to do with the safest route. I'm doing pastel rainbow. Nothing can go wrong with the pastel blendy rainbow, and it's just gonna look cute and pop on my wall. So that's what I ended up doing for this E. Okay, now we're actually blending the colors instead of just having them be stripes. This is so good. I love blending. Honestly, I love blending acrylic paint so much. I think it turned out okay, except for the green and the yellow. Like, I don't think that blending turned out very good, but all the other colors actually turned out so well. Like, I'm so surprised they turned out like so good. But here's how everything turned out. It's very cutesy and I love it so much. After many failed ideas and many coats of paint, this is what we have. It's really cute and I actually really like it over here. It adds a good pop of color and I don't have to stare at a plain E anymore. Okay, so now we're going to be starting on the circle canvas with a blue circle around the edge to act as our guide for the actual porthole design. Like, is the right word for it, or is it just like the windows on SpongeBob's house? I don't actually know the correct word for it. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Okay, so now we're going to be working on the sand. This color is actually really hard to mix up. The SpongeBob sand color is actually very specific for some reason. It's like weirdly greenish, but this is the closest I could get without making it look weird and like moldy. Now I'm working on a rainbow gradient for the sky because actually I've been painting sunsets like in a rainbow gradient for like a long time, but I didn't know the sunset could actually do that. I've literally seen sunsets like this and they're literally so pretty and I love them so much, and I haven't stopped painting them like literally since I saw one. I think it looks really cute and I really like how this ended up turning out, and the blending is much more better. What? it's better than on the E actually. I think it looks like really good and I actually really like it. Okay, now I'm working on the little rocks that are always in the background. They're very rounded and I did not mean to make it like that, but the brush I was using did not let me make jagged edges. So we're just going to have to live with our round squishy rocks for now. This is one of the most important and most difficult parts of this painting was making the little flowers that are always in the background and in the sunset. Literally this was so difficult because I was trying so hard to make the flowers perfectly proportional, and also getting them to be thin enough and not too gloopy, and also having enough layers on them. It was a struggle to say the least, but I think it turns out mostly okay in the end. So okay, so now I'm putting a pink outline along the rocks because I kind of feel like it looks kind of like a glow from behind or something, but also I felt like it would really pop against that dark color because I didn't want to do black because that'd be too jarring, and I didn't really have a good alternative for a darker color of the same color, so I just decided to go with pink because it was cute. And also the reference picture I was using also had pink in it like that around the rocks, and I really liked how it looked. Okay, now I'm drawing this little coral plant thing with these paint markers that I got. These markers work so well on paper, they're my favorite things on paper ever, but on this canvas it was not doing it. Literally the color kept coming through the background, it would barely layer on top of each other, and after 2 layers on top of each other it started cracking, but you could still see what was in the background. So it was just not very good, but these markers are still fantastic for paper. Okay, now I'm working on the little flowers that are around the rocks. These are kind of the flowers that are all around SpongeBob's house. I made some of them white with the paint markers that don't work good, and I also made some of them this lime greenish color. It's the same light green of the flowers in the sky, I believe. I kind of don't remember, not gonna lie. You probably saw these little kelp leaflets. Oh my goodness, I've tried to say that 4 times, but these did pop up randomly, and I think I did these off camera, I don't remember, but the coloring of them was not correct. I did something wrong, I don't remember what, but I needed to change them. So I mixed up a really dark green to add for an outline, and then I think eventually I do a lighter green in the middle. Yeah, so I'm just working on these little kelp thingies. I forget what they're actually called. Kelp leaflets is what I've decided their name is. Okay, so I've decided to add a little shine on the glass that we're looking through, basically, because this is supposed to be outside the window. Then I also added some bubbles here and there just to make it cute in the SpongeBob bubbles that are everywhere. I love them so much. They're so cute. Okay, so now I'm repainting the blue border around the circle to be the actual metal of the porthole. I did do the dark blue outline and the outline of the bolts off camera, but here's how it turned out. I hung it on my wall. I think it looks really good. I really love how this turned out. Comment down below if you like it and if I should paint another one, because I kind of want to paint another one, but it matches so good and I love it so much. Okay, now we are going to be starting on this heart cutting board, I believe. This sticker was literally so difficult to get off. I literally had to sand it off to be able to get it somewhat off of this thing. So I in fact did not have a plan for this in the slightest. So I just decided to go with this really pretty dark pink. It was very transparent. It took so many coats, but I was going to paint it as a strawberry because I thought the heart shape would be cute as a strawberry, but boy was I wrong. I tried to plan it out in my head, and the heart is so heart-shaped that it wouldn't look very strawberry-shaped, and I did not want to sculpt on top of this at all, so I was kind of lost for a really long time with the idea. Okay, now I decided to put a gradient in the center, fading out. This does not work. It does not blend out. It just makes the whole heart a different color and kind of weird and not blended all the way, but I think it looks okay. And then I got the idea to put heart cherries on it because I thought it would match the theme, and it's kind of Valentine's Day, but this also does not go very well. I scrubbed off that mess and went over it with more paint, but then I went to Pinterest for help because I was like, girl, I don't know what I'm going to do. Then I found this little heart with rufflies and a bow in the center, and I was like, oh my goodness, wait, that's actually cute. So I decided to do that because I was itching to do some intricate painting. I don't know what it is about paint and little paintbrushes. I just love little tiny details. I just don't know what it is. I just love meticulously spending hours on something like this. So this was very nice and very good good for my little tired brain. Okay, even though this is not my favorite, I do think I still like it. It is still cute, just not my favorite thing in the whole world. So I kind of forgot to do an outro for this video. The video was extremely difficult and it was not supposed to be like at all. There were just like so many complications. Things did not go smoothly. The only artwork that did go smoothly was the SpongeBob painting. The E and the freaking heart, I nearly gave up on them both because the frustration, the wasted paint. So much paint was wasted in the making of this video. Thank you for watching me struggle through this video. Please like and subscribe on your way out. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you next Thursday. Bye!